show.
I'm gonna stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Go hog.
This is a team sport. It's not a talent-based sport.
We got Bobby fucking Petrino back. If I'm honest with myself right now, it's a cool 12-0. Oh, look at that tornado.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the College Football Tailgate Big Show with me, XFL Jim.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the XFL.
Joined, of course, by the illustrious man himself, Erik, a.k.a. Uncle fucking Rico.
You want it? I'm going to give it to you right now.
And he is going to give it to you right now because Erik has a buttload of picks today. I have a buttload of picks today. I'm gonna give it to the people, Erik. I will give you a pick in each and every.
That's what I'm fucking talking about, Jimmy. You know, it's the most magical time of the year.
Sports facts coming in. Watched your DFS show and disagree. Listening to an audiobook is like reading it. What was your take on that, Erik? What was your take? If
you fucking are listening to an audiobook, you're listening to the fucking radio. You're not reading.
Yo, it's like a podcast.
Yeah. So you're not.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's definitely not the same as reading. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You can listen to audiobooks.
I know you can listen to a fucking audiobook, but don't say you read a fucking book when you fucking listen to it.
Yeah, I would always say that because I've done a couple. I would always say I listened to an audiobook of it.
Yeah, like I listened to the audiobook. There's nothing wrong with saying that, but just fucking say, hey, don't say I read a book and I'm like, oh, how long did you take it? Oh, 3 car rides to work. That's not fucking reading the book. I'm not wrong.
No, I agree with you. I'm lockstep with you on this one. They're different. Otherwise, you could just listen to like a hardcore history podcast and I call myself a history expert.
And if you're really fucking psychotic, fucking saying, oh, I listened to an audiobook when I was lifting weights, that's like borderline psycho behavior.
I used to listen to podcasts while lifting.
That's different. You know what I mean? I think that's totally different.
Isn't that different?
I listen to podcasts sometimes. Like, okay, I'm a geek. I'm a closet perfectionist. I listen to our shit to make sure I'm not saying like and all that stuff.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest, Erik. When I go through and like make clips and edit, I just have to naturally listen to myself so many times that yes.
But when I work out, half the time I'm proofreading and like taking notes of my shit to make myself sound better.
I respect that. You're working on your mind and your mouth while you're working on your tone.
But I'm not saying I'm listening to a fucking book and then claiming I fucking read it. Fuck that.
I respect that. Erik, you want to do like just a very quick deal on how bowl season's been so far?
Can we talk about the Ohio coach?
Oh, dude, yeah. What was the last bit I saw was that he was also because when it first came out, the only thing that I saw was that he was keeping booze in his office to drink like at the end of the day with his coworker, with like his assistant coaches.
Yeah, but whatever. Whatever. But then he pulled a more. You know,
not to that extent, but yeah.
I mean, he sleeping with someone on staff.
Yeah, you can't be doing that. Let's make some money asking who's going to take the Michigan job.
I don't know. Who do you think?
Jeb Fish will always answer the call.
He said no.
Damn. No's only so strong, dude.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
you know who's available now? Skip Holtz. Holtz.
Biff Poggi.
I kind of hope they just roll with Biff for a year.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It's
I hope they roll with Biff for a year because, like, why not just do an intern? I mean, I guess you're arguably punting on a year of Underwood's development.
No, he already has entered the portal.
Everyone says that. I never say 100%.
Yeah.
We've seen plenty of players like enter the portal and come back.
I don't know.
Which is also nuts because he played his best games under Biff.
I think I'm telling you this, whoever, it's going to be interesting to see who Lane gets. If Lane gets him, I'm interested. And the Coleman, dude, if Lane is able to pull off him and the Coleman kid from Auburn, whoo, that LSU offense next year is going to be dirty.
Eric, you can't quit Lane.
I know, dude.
I don't know if you've been on Lane for like 3 straight years now.
Because he's kind of like a dick like me and likes to fuck with people. Doesn't fucking care. Just all about the winning. You know what? And I found my new favorite TikTok account. It's this guy who runs an offensive line camp. I think I sent you the video.
Oh, the guy from Colorado?
He just is fucking yelling at these kids, dude.
I watched him once. I was like, this is Uncle Rico's like motivation right here.
Honestly, from Michigan, I don't know, man. I think you're right. I think they could fucking punt, as crazy as it sounds.
If they lose Underwood, I don't see why you just wouldn't punt at that point. Because like you're not going to get a good coach this late in the cycle. They got fucked. You'll be first on the ship next year.
I mean, because like right now, here, I don't mean to be that guy. Let me.
Well, the ones I always saw was like everyone wants DeBoer, Dillingham, and then like Jeb Fish apparently said no. I don't know who you get.
9 hours ago. Here we go. From Brian DeBull.
Brian Dable from the Giants.
What about
I guess you get Dable from the Giants? Yeah. Who else you thinking? What do you think?
Whittingham?
No, Whittingham, no shot. I think there's no shot for Kyle Whittingham.
You think he's done?
You there?
Because I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Because he announced he's stepping down.
Yeah, but I think he's done. Maybe not. Like, if you want a Whittingham, he'd be a great coach. I don't know if he'd fit in Michigan, though.
Jesus. I have no idea. Like, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I have no idea what you do. It's a tough spot for the old Wolverines. But you know who it's not a tough spot for? Who won their first bowl game? Fucking Delaware Blue Hens, baby. In the 68 Ventures Bowl. Oh, they should get... Urban Meyer would be hilarious.
Players back Biff Poggi as next coach, dude. If they get Biff.
I would love Biff to get the job, dude. What a rise from Charlotte to Michigan.
Can't cut it at Charlotte, so now he's the Michigan coach.
Yes, I would love that. Have you watched any of the actual bowls, Eric?
Watched a little bit of my Western Michigan Broncos, RIP.
Killed them. Killed Kennesaw State.
Watched a little old DU.
Yeah, USF. You know what? I love that game because USF was just doing some weird shit on their staff, and I respect it. I watched a little bit of the last LA Bowl. I watched some Jacksonville Troy.
Boise, right?
What?
That was Boise, right?
Yeah, it was Boise, Washington, where Washington just cruised and killed them. Shout out my Blue Hens for getting it done in the 68 Ventures Bowl. Oh, Sports Facts asking about all this UFL news. It's been a wild week in the UFL world.
All I have to say is, I think I was right about everything, but that's it.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen the product yet, Eric.
I
I think we were right that it could be AAF 2.0, but maybe if that means burning out in a blaze of glory or having successful football, who knows?
Did you see the picture of it was like the ground and buried in the ground was the AFL?
Yeah, I did. I retweeted that one.
Fucking great, dude.
But also,
dude,
I watched NC State cruise by Memphis. You think Dave Doran's gonna like roll that into being like we're gonna have a successful year next year at NC State?
So here's the thing, like NC State, their goal should be every 4 years you compete.
Yeah, but they should be like a bottom, like they were kind of like a consistent 8-9 win team. You kind of need to be hovering around that to like put onto people. It's like, oh, every like half a decade we could have a team that can compete for the ACC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now
hasn't been doing that in like the last like 3 or 4 years.
Now Franklin's coming to town. I'm telling you, dude. I'm going to be heavily invested in Vodtech futures next year.
I already know. This time next like May or June, Erik will be gearing up to break down Virginia Tech.
And James Franklin will go back to be called Terry Franklin.
Yes. Out of respect.
For losing.
No. You'll be fine. You ready to talk about today's games, Erik?
I am ready, my friend.
Any other UFL news you want to fucking lay on my shoulders? I got a lot going on with that.
Yeah, hey, let's fire experienced coaches that know what the fuck they're doing and just
Not fired. They chose to leave. Potentially almost a worse outcome. It sounds like they're banking really heavy on like the regionality aspect of it, which expect really good crowds week 1 and maybe week 2. But if the football play is not up to the level it's been even these last 2 years, maybe like week 5, 6, 7, expect dead.
Yeah.
So that's my potential worry right now, but we'll move on to college football, which has its own issues because I hate that we're playing up against NFL games today.
Yeah, I don't. That's a little weird.
I understand what games they're putting the Tulane Ole Miss game and the JMU Oregon game against the NFL, which they worry weren't going to get that high of ratings anyway. But now this just turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This morning, shout out Alabama for advancing. By the way,
dude, like as soon as fucking that kid dropped that pass, I texted my boy David. I go, live bet Alabama.
I did. Oklahoma's offense stinks. They barely got away in the first game. I thought they would do it again in this one because Alabama's so one-dimensional. I don't like Alabama against Indiana.
Oh, no, they're going to. Did you see the halftime stats? Alabama had -3 rushing yards.
They can't run the ball.
It was just embarrassing. It was literally embarrassing.
Awful. So this morning, 11 a.m. Central Time, best time zone. Miami heading down to Texas A&M. A&M, 3-point favorite there at home, over under 48.5, plus 130 on the money line for the Hurricanes.
My first bet.
My first bet as well. Let me hear yours.
I have 2 bets. My first bet is we're going Gerard Pringle over 37.5 rushing yards. He's played a major role in the Miami's strong finish in the season, emerging as the Canes' leading rusher down the stretch. Even with Fletcher now healthy, Pringle has earned the trust over the last 2 games. He's outcarried Fletcher 24-16. More effective. He's rushed for 131 yards compared to Fletcher's 49. And he's been the leading rusher in the last 4 games. He's averaging 6 yards a carry in the final 4 games when he took over the starting role, 75.5 yards per game. When we factor in the conditions with the winds expected to reach 20 miles per hour, the passing game could be limited, which points toward a heavy rushing attack for Miami. This aligns well with how to attack the A&M defense. They're 105th EPA per rush, 135th in explosive rushes allowed. They give up chuck plays on the ground, and with Pringle's burst and efficiency, I think he's going to break off a couple long ones today. Both backs should get work, but this Pringle's rushing yard prop really stands out. Pringle over 37.5 yards rushing.
Hopefully you got that at a good book. I'm seeing right now over at the DK, the Green Book, Erik.
Yeah.
They have his at plus 40 at minus 130.
I got this at minus 110 yesterday.
Yeah. Go find. I will say this: DraftKings, not the book for props. They have options, but their lines are always dog shit from what it seems.
Oh yeah, like
they have such a huge long list usually, but their odds are so terrible.
Yeah, DraftKings is awful, dude. I'm not a fan. I barely bet at DraftKings.
I like the amount of lines that they put out there. That is good, but their lines are almost never good. I just took Miami straight up.
Oh,
I think these teams are extremely similar. I think there's not a lot that separates them in my mind, and I think Miami's just slightly better. I like the quarterback play just a little bit better. I do worry in like a close game situation about Mario Cristobal's ability to coach an
and that's exactly why I took Texas A&M minus 3. I just think Elko is a better in-game coach.
I think 3 is a little too much.
I think this is going to come down. They're going to need Beck to step up and make throws. I don't trust Beck against this back four. I think they're going to be able to move the ball, but there's going to come a time when Beck's got to throw the ball. Those 20-mile-per-hour winds. Ben Beck has historically struggled on the road.
You ever do alternate lines, Eric?
Sometimes.
You ever do a little Miami minus 7.5 at plus 350?
No.
Because I'm gonna do a little Miami minus 7.5 plus 350.
Dude, look at you, Jimmy.
I'm gonna do a little Miami minus 7.5 plus 350. Come on. I think the only way that they have to do this is if they like dominate. And we've seen Texas A&M get down bad early, and they came back against South Carolina, and they came back against like worse competition.
I mean, I think the prop, if you want the prop, is Miami halftime, A&M full.
That's also a good one. That's also one to look out for. But I don't think they have the ability to come back against a team like Miami. This is basically me just calling Texas A&M. They played one good team close, and that they beat one good team. That's Notre Dame. I don't think they beat another good team the entire season.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I'm calling A&M frauds, basically.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're frauds.
Whoa.
Frauds.
And I don't know. Is he still dating the twin?
I think he might be. I don't know. I'm not up to date on Carson Beck's love life. Tulane, Ole Miss, today at 2:30. Yeah, I'm never a fan of the boob job, especially that young. What the fuck? Tulane, Ole Miss. Ole Miss are 17.5-point favorites here at home. Over under 57.5 plus 625 on the money line. Eric, Ole Miss going to lay it to them, or does Tulane have a chance?
I think this is the rah-rah spot of rah-rah spots. I think Ole Miss is going to come out with their hats.
They're going to want to like light it up.
They're going to want to light it up. They're going to want to say, Lane quit on us. You know,
the crowd's going to be nuts.
Crowd's going to be nuts. I think they're going to run it up. I think my worry point is the fourth down. Lane was always like, fuck it, let's just go for it. What is this defensive coach? Is he going to be a little bit more conservative? But he has seen him before. I think Tulane, I don't think offensively they have the firepower to hang in. Defensively, eventually Wallace and Wright are going to get behind, going to be able to make some big plays in the passing game. They do like to rush the passer, and Ole Miss's quarterback, he doesn't take sacks. His legs are going to allow him to extend the plays. I think Ole Miss is going to make a statement here, and then next week, right before the portal opens, when they're in Georgia, I think Georgia is going to completely just pants them.
Yeah. I agree. My hot take was that this game is actually more of a blowout than the Oregon JMU game. No. This is not what I said. I'm not a fan of boob jobs.
Oh.
I'm a big fan of boobs.
That's the most serious I've ever seen you in my life.
That's almost slanderous right there. I love boobs. Love them. Yeah, I feel like my hot take was that JMU is closer to Oregon. That game is closer than this game.
Okay.
I think Ole Miss lays it on them. I don't know if Tulane has it. I do kind of like the over because that was like a really early start, and I feel like Jake Retzlaff will be more in himself, kind of. Maybe they could do a little bit.
I mean, eh,
I mean, it was one of his first starts, dude.
eh,
I think he'll be better.
eh.
I think he'll be better. I don't know if that means like good or like whatever, but I think he'll be better. So let me. I am going to say 10.5 is the spread on the first half.
Yeah.
Kind of want to just lay Ole Miss there.
You want to lay Ole Miss? I think they make a huge statement, dude.
I agree. I think Ole Miss just
Huge.
runs away with it. So what were your bets in this one?
I just did Ole Miss minus the 17.5.
Keep it simple.
What is the quarterback? What is his rushing prop?
Ole Miss team total 37.5, Erik.
Not touching it.
Tulane's is 20.5. I might go under. I like Ole Miss minus 17.5, and I also like the over 57.5 in this game.
So his rushing prop is 37.5.
I think they expect him to air it out and then kind of maybe just like coast.
Yeah, I'm not getting invested in that.
If there's, against like a Georgia where I expected to be running way more, I'd probably take it, but no. Last game of the day, James Madison, Oregon. The Ducks are 21-point favorites there in Autzen, over under 45.5, plus 1,000 on the money line for the Dukes.
Jim, I'm taking JMU here. Fuck my life.
Erik, I'm taking JMU here. Fuck our lives together.
I think that they're going to be able to limit Oregon's running game just enough. I think they're going to make Oregon work it. This is not your typical Power 5 defense in the trenches. I think defensively they're going to be able to do enough. I think they're going to throw out a lot of trick plays. Offensively, they do have a quarterback that will be able to extend plays. I like JMU here, but I got 21.5 though.
Yeah, and it looks like it might be coming down even more. You might see some 20.5s out there. Don't love that. I also just feel like Oregon's not in a position where, like, yes, they want to win. They kind of want to win comfortable, but they get up 2 scores. They're not going to try and do anything crazy. They're still pretty banged up, I think, too.
Yeah, offensively, they're not. Has not. What's the word I'm looking for? Hasn't been cohesive.
You want to do the Matt Leinart parlay on DraftKings?
No,
I just looked that up.
the Matt Leinart.
Matt Leinart, he's taking Oregon minus 21, Ole Miss minus 17.5, Miami plus 3. That's the Matt Leinart parlay.
The Matt
Plus
Leinart.
624.
I'm
looking at these DraftKings parlays, dude. They've got ESPN's Joe Fortenbaugh. I don't know who that is. What the fuck are some of these? The SCO Ducks.
Yeah, dude. People suck.
Oregon minus 21, JMU Oregon over 45.5, and then Marcus Mariota on plus 200 passing yards and 1/1 passing touchdown.
They fucking put there because they're so fucking absurd. They're not gonna fucking hit. So
Yeah, I love these. These are hilarious. Okay, yeah, I'm just on. I'm on JMU plus the 21. This would be my favorite outcome, though, if somehow they won. I'm rooting for them hard. They won't, but I'm rooting for it hard, Erik.
If I said Jim, I have $100 for you, but you have to play it on a future. Who you picking?
Actually, I haven't looked at the futures odds recently. Let's see what the national championship. Yeah. $100.
Yeah. Like Jim, you got to see now. Jim.
Yeah, Old Man Betting Sports. He's right there. That's exactly who I was going to say. Like the shorter odds on Ohio State, Indiana, don't love it. Both plus 210 and 290. Georgia at plus 500 is interesting, but it's got to be Texas Tech at plus 800.
So, because Georgia's on the bottom and they would play Ohio State, right?
I believe so. So, yeah, Texas Tech would play Indiana. Georgia would probably end up playing Ohio State, yes.
Wow.
So, yeah, Georgia plays probably Ole Miss. Ohio State plays the winner of Miami, Texas A&M. They go on to probably play Ohio State, Georgia. Texas Tech will play Oregon, I assume, unless JMU does the unthinkable. And then the winner of that plays the winner of Alabama, Indiana. And I like Texas Tech's shot against either Alabama or, honestly, Indiana.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Like, maybe their offense isn't that great, but I think their defense keeps them in games with any of these teams.
Yep.
And at 8-1, give me Texas Tech.
8-1. I like it, Jimmy. I like it.
I don't hate Georgia at 5-1 though, because I think Georgia's like right now played some of the best ball that they've had all season. They're looking good. Those are my takes.
I would probably go Texas Tech as well.
I just feel like it's there. Like you jump up to like Oregon's 9-1, don't love it just because of how banged up they are. And I know you're not a big Dante Moore guy. Alabama at like 10-1, no, I don't trust a one-dimensional team like this. And then Miami and Texas A&M, they're just kind of, I don't think they're there.
Yeah.
Moving on to bowl. Oh, do we have any round robins for just the playoffs?
I have like a big one later.
Yeah, because we're going over bowl games as well. So moving on. Any other thoughts or takes on the playoffs, Erik?
Nothing.
Monday, December 22nd, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Utah State a 1.5-point favorite there over Washington State. 49.5 is your total plus minus 102. Sorry, minus 102 for the Cougars of Washington State.
No clue what to do here.
Give me Utah State.
Washington State, a lot of opt-outs. Bronco has got these guys at Utah State here. They seem to be way ahead of schedule. We both were very low on this team. Got them to a bowl game. I think they have a little bit more to fight for. So, gun to my head, I would take Utah State, but we've seen in the past this Cougars team come in and fight.
I like that take. That's funny. I'm with Utah State all day. I think Bronco, they play for him. Bronco Mendenhall is a bowl game coach guy. That's my take. Tuesday, December 23rd, Toledo at Louisville for the Boca Raton Bowl. I guess Louisville gets to be the home team in this one. Louisville, 7-point favorite here, by the way. 44.5 is your total plus 205. I feel like Jeff Brom gets these bowl games going.
And Toledo, what the hell's going on? I mean, their coach is gone, but Jesus Christ, is that going to be a positive with his track record?
That might be a positive.
And their quarterback's hurt too.
Give me Louisville. Potential landing spot I hear for Dylan Raiola, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I thought for sure he was going to chase the clout and go to Oregon if not more left.
I hope he would have gone Texas Tech. Would have been funny. Would have been very funny. I hit the Lakers. Toledo could hang. I'm going to go with Louisville here.
Maybe. No comment.
New Orleans Bowl. Western Kentucky at Southern Miss, baby. Western Kentucky, 2.5 points. On the road. Not really.
Fuck Southern Miss. I mean, dude, we had that huge fucking t-shirt. These guys go in fucking cruise control, play around with their food, resting people. Like, who the fuck do you think you fucking are? And then they lose to Troy when they thought they were just going to win Troy, beat Troy, and saunter into the fucking Sunbelt title game. And now you're playing in the New Orleans Bowl and you're a dog against Western Kentucky because everyone's opting out. Fuck you.
Western Kentucky, baby. The Southern Miss team is a team that quits.
Yeah, they're quitters, dude. They're
Yeah,
not
give me
winners.
Western Kentucky. Frisco Bowl down in Frisco, Texas. UNLV, Ohio. I don't know what's going on with the Bobcats right now. UNLV are 6.5 point favorites in this one. Over under is 65.5. Plus 210 on the money line.
I hate
Bobcats
both these
of Ohio.
teams. I fucking hate both these teams. I think both these teams suck. Next.
I like the quarterback for Ohio.
But with the coach, I'm spacing on his name, not there.
Yeah, but he wasn't there for like the last week of the season too, right?
I know, and he looked bad. And with him not there, and he was the one calling the plays, dude. So
You don't trust Dan Mullen to get it done here for UNLV?
Biggest bluffs this whole college football.
Eric's
season.
been like a big UNLV fan all season.
Fuck them, dude. Fuck them, dude. Dan
Honestly,
Mullins to Michigan.
oh, would you laugh a little bit?
I would. I would fucking find that hysterical.
You know what? These teams don't play defense. They stink. Give me the over 65.5. I want to see it. Hawaii Bowl. Christmas Eve, baby. Cal at Hawaii. Literally.
How do you not take Hawaii here?
Hawaii's a 1.5 point favorite. The total is 52.5. Minus
How do
one
you
away on the
not
money line.
take fucking Hawaii, dude?
Well, I mean, JKS homecoming.
How do you not? Do you know how long this fan base has been salivating for Hawaii to make a bowl game?
It's been a long time.
I mean, Hawaii.
It's going to be rocking.
If I was going to take an alt spread, this would be it.
You don't think Cal's there to play?
No, I think Cal's there to play, but I think that fucking Hawaii's fired up, man.
I like Hawaii, but I might just take like some JKS props. Ball out back on the island.
Maybe.
Ball out back on the island, dude. Come on.
That should be your shirt.
Ball out back on the island.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. Game above Sports Bowl. Central Michigan versus Northwestern. Northwestern Wildcats 10.5 point favorites here. Over under 43.5. Plus 320 on the money line.
Look. The word on the street here is Northwestern is a little disappointed with their bowl assignment. They're hoping to go to a warm weather place, not the frigid confines of Ford Field. CMU runs this elaborate rushing attack. They're basically a service academy in the MAC conference now. I will take Central Michigan here plus the points. I'll probably sprinkle on the money line as well. And guess who? Potentially, I got offered tickets, but I can't go.
I do wish this was outdoors for Central Michigan.
Northwestern really doesn't have that much team speed.
Also true. Crowd's probably not going to be a factor at all. Yeah, I'll be on CMU plus the 10.5. I could also see that coming down.
Oh,
by the time like game time comes around. Friday, day after Christmas, the Rate Bowl, Minnesota versus New Mexico. Minnesota 2.5 point favorite here, over under 44.5 plus 105 on the money line.
Could we see the New Mexico coach go to Michigan?
I've heard his name. That'd be a hell of a jump.
Yeah.
I would love to take New Mexico here, but I do feel like PJ Fleck gets his guys up for bowl games.
Yeah, I want nothing to do with this game.
So these are both teams that I would love to take against other opponents come bowl season.
Yeah.
First Responders Bowl. Here's Eric's darling right here. FIU.
Here's my baby boys. My
UTSA.
baby boys.
UTSA is a 6-point favorite in this matchup. The total
Everyone
is
in their
59.5
ants
plus
out.
190.
Give me fucking FIU.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up. I love it. You know, I'll join you. They've been our darlings. We've been on this team since preview season.
I mean, they're our baby boys.
They're lovely baby boys.
They're all growing up. They're all growing up, Jimmy.
Damn right they are, brother. Any other? What's your round robin, Eric?
So my round robin's a little disgusting. Okay. We are going Pringle to score a tutty for Miami. Wright to score a tutty for Ole Miss. Then we're going to the NFL slate. Dallas Goddard to score a TD. And then we're going to the dirty, some late night Mountain West college basketball. Nevada straight up on the money line.
Oh, gross. Dude.
Disgusting, man.
Fucking nasty, dude. Okay. I'm going to, this could be a round robin, but this is a week-long parlay that we're going to have happen, dude. We're going to have action on every single day from today till next Friday. Here's what we got. Miami on the money line. These are all just money line plays.
Boo.
I know.
Boo.
Miami's plus 130. Utah State. Only minus 117 on the money line.
Okay.
Hawaii. FIU.
Yes. Talk dirty to me.
Basically 40-1.
You know what?
Give
I
it to
found
me.
a plus 11 on CMU at Rivers.
I love it. Plus 320 on the money line. Maybe a little sprinkle too.
A little sprinky sprink.
Might do a little sprinky sprink. Who knows? Eric, I'm excited. I'm going to bundle up, watch some college football playoffs today. I'm glad that they're on campus. Should be fun.
Do you feel that the semifinals should be on campus?
I feel like all the games for the playoffs should be on campus.
Really?
Yeah, except for the Natty.
Except for the Natty, huh?
Except for the Natty.
Interesting.
The Natty can always move around. I don't care.
I think the Natty should just always be at Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz?
Just Mercedes-Benz down in Nolo. That's what I want, dude.
New Orleans does seem to be a sick spot for it.
I mean, dude, you got casinos, you got plenty of social activities. So I like it.
I like you, Eric.
I like you, Jim.
Thank you all for watching. We like you out there, too. We'll be back again next week for another continuation of bowl season. We love you guys. Have a happy holidays. Merry Christmas. This is our last show we'll do before then. We'll see you guys next Saturday.
You know, Jim, Chase, and I appreciate all you sons of bitches coming out and supporting us and watching us, you know. So thank you guys.
Damn right. Thank you, everybody. Kisses. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.